However, that may be your case, but you also may not want to do what they're doing. You want to do something else. Guys, part of wealth transfer is to tie into your bloodline. You want to look into your bloodline and see what your financial bloodline's wealth look like. Okay, that's going to be the kind of like the thermostat of what's been blocking your wealth. How did your family make their money? Are they a family of hard workers that had like 3 jobs and they busted their ass and they put all their money together and saved up and they bought a house and they all still live in that same house and everyone just works really hard and has their pension or the 401k and that kind of like energy? If that's the energy of what your family had, you need to do the opposite because your wealth is not going to be created that way. It's not. Wealth is actually the frequency of ease. It's not of hard work. It's of smart work. It's of alignment. It's of expansion. It's of how can you make money for you, not how can you work more hours using your energy and doing overtime to work more hours to make more money, to put it in a savings that you never see until you're 65 or 70. Wealth does not get created that way. How was your family? How did they make their money? Or maybe on the opposite side, maybe your family were a bunch of, take it as it is, but if they grew up in poverty and never really worked at anything and maybe just got assistance from the government, but never really worked, they overemphasize ease because they didn't put in any kind of work. So therefore, you got to make your millions the opposite way. You have to come up with a logical plan. You have to not be what your bloodline does. The only way you want to succeed and continue doing what the bloodline does is if your bloodline is actually multimillionaires or billionaires and they're actually making money and you want to be part of the family business. However, that may be your case, but you also may not want to do what they're doing. You want to do something else. If they opened up a bunch of hotels, maybe you want to open up a bunch of restaurants. It's going to be different. Your worth ethics needs to be different. So you have it in your bloodline and in your you're like, I have to work hard because like I came from a bloodline of hard workers. I'm Jamaican and it's embedded in your body to work, hustle, hustle. So when you're not working hard, you feel like you're not doing anything. And within making wealth and in my business, the less I work, the more I make. The more I relax, the more I make. The more at ease I am, the more I make. And that's something that I had to work out as the motorcycle's going off. Something I had to work out in my own bloodline in order to kind of break that barrier and pivot. So that's what you guys have to do within yourselves, within your bloodline. See what it is, what the common theme was. Or maybe you guys grew up with a bunch of women and you guys just married for money. So obviously you don't want to do that to make your wealth. You want to do it a different way, okay? Whatever they fix it had, do the opposite. And that is going to be the key to breaking into your wealth timeline. If your family thought money was evil, that is in the back of your head. It's not evil. How can something come and line up with you if you think it's evil, okay? So make your own rules and do it differently from how they do it, okay? If you want to learn more how to line up with your wealth timeline and make this a more easier timeless,
The link in my bio and enroll in my Spiritual Butterfly Academy. Within this, I'm going to stretch your frequency when it comes to wealth. I'm going to stretch your frequency when it comes to love, peace, and alignment. This is a transformational journey. Within this program, I teach you how to line up with your highest wealth timeline, your highest love timeline, your highest peace timeline. You have a mission, and society, humanity needs to see it. So start